episode of the Smith Boys podcast.
Brother.
Sorry about carpet day, brother.
I get brand new carpet in here a month ago, and brothers, I had this carpet, 18 hours. It was done Thursday. Brother comes over Friday night, spills a cocktail all over the carpet.
Yo, couch, nigga. Buy another one, you rich mother. Yo, couch, nigga. Yo, couch. Darkness is.
Rita's pissed off. There's a yellow stain. Looks like a dog pissed on it.
No, it wasn't.
There was. Yes, there was. She got it out of it. And then just before brother hit go on this, drops his drink and spills his shit all over the carpet. God damn, brother. Can't take you anywhere. Get out. Get the hell out.
Oh, if I leave, who's going to do the podcast? Exactly. Nobody.
Yeah, because I don't do any of the editing. I'm just the face.
Ah, so you come crawling back, you cheap sack of shit.
So, brother, it is that time. We got to give our predictions. The Lions are 1-0. They're in first place.
Right.
They'd be number one seed if the season started today, or the season ended today. They'd be number one seed, brother. They took care of business, beat Chiefs week 1.
One thing I will say, though, after watching the NFC North, I'm not impressed with the Bears.
I thought Green Bay looked pretty
Green
good.
Bay looked good, and I
Minnesota,
thought Kirk Cousins looked pretty good.
Minnesota could easily be 2-0 if they didn't turn the ball over as many times.
Yeah, it's okay. All right. Jordan Love, the jury is going to be out on him for a little while.
Let's not get into a whole NFC North thing. Let's just this is Lions,
Lions,
Seahawks.
Yeah. Oh God.
Rematch from last year.
Yeah, it is.
Where they put up 100 points on the Lions last year.
Yes, they did.
But the Lions also put up like 90 points. It was very
wasn't quite enough though.
High scoring, high octane offensive game.
Correct.
Now I don't really expect that same kind of thing this year. I think Lions defense is better.
Lions defense.
I think
is better.
Seattle's offense is not as good.
No.
So I don't expect it to be that high.
Seattle's offense has got some players though with
K9,
DK Metcalf, the freak, Jackson Smith and
Joe
Jigba.
Milroy.
Yeah, Joe Milroy, and then Jackson Smith and Jigba. I mean, dude, they got some players.
Seattle is coming to town without their two starting tackles.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
So
too.
Aiden Hutchinson
is going to have a field day.
And James Houston.
Unless he's held on every play.
Aiden Hutchinson, James Houston should get after the quarterback pretty damn good.
I don't see, brother, how Seattle...
Lions are also, I think, going to be missing Taylor Decker, though.
Hang on. Where's my phone here? We got to see what the odds are and what the lines are, because I do not see a scenario where the Seattle Seahawks even have a chance in this game, brother.
Well, I don't ever say nobody has a chance. I hate when people are always like, oh, this game's over.
All right,
Seattle might as well not even catch the plane.
That's what Valenti says.
It's like
I get that hyperbole from Valenti.
It's so stupid because watch Seattle come in and win now, and then now you look like a jackass.
I tell you what though, the Lions are one player away from getting injured, and their whole season's off. If Jared Goff gets injured, season's done.
Or you get Teddy Bridgewater.
Done.
You got Teddy Bridgewater.
Done.
You got Teddy Bridgewater.
Done.
You got Teddy Bridgewater.
Done. Detroit is favored by 4.5.
Yeah.
Over under 47.
All right, so we'll save our predictions here for the end. You want to get into the game a little bit, what we expect to see? So we mentioned some keys to this game is Seattle's 2 starting tackles, left tackle, right tackle.
Yeah, so you expect the Detroit's edges to make an impact on the game, and I think just the defensive line is going to wreak havoc.
I would think so. I would hope so. If not, then something's went seriously wrong. I would also, it appears Taylor Decker might not be playing on left tackle for the Lions.
Ragnow is questionable, but I think he's going to play.
Okay, but you still got Penei Sewell. Your guards are still there.
Did they flip Sewell to the other side? Or
it's possible. I've heard that. I've heard if Decker doesn't play, then Sewell could possibly move to left tackle. Which I think either way, I think they're still better off than what Seattle is.
Yeah.
Now, how is Seattle going to run the ball without their 2 starting tackles? I mean, how's K9 going to run with 2 starting offensive linemen down? I would assume that's going to hurt they like to run the ball. They like to get K9 involved. That's going to hurt his capability to be able to make some explosive plays, to be able to get between the tackles or outside the tackles. I mean, they're not going to run the balls effectively, so they're going to have to rely a little more on Geno Smith to make some plays this game.
But frankly, I'm a little concerned.
I think that favors the Lions. I really do. I love what.
Well, no shit. Right?
Well, I love the Lions secondary right now. I really do. And you put the game in Geno's hands, right? Then Hutchinson becomes a chaos creator. That's what I'm calling Aiden Hutchinson, is the chaos creator.
I'm going to call him Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, everybody's got to have a nickname, Frig. So
Hutch.
he is the chaos
His
creator.
nickname is Hutch.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. Peace. God bless.
But you know what I'm saying. You got James Houston on the other side. You got a Lee McNeil up the middle. You got Jack Campbell up the middle. I'm telling you, the Lions are stout, and I love their safeties.
Got Rodrigo.
Well, yeah, and Brian Branch. I mean, dude, they got players. I really don't fear this game. I think this is a game where the Lions pretty much just take care of business.
Yeah.
I mean, like I that's how I see it. It's like Michigan playing Bowling Green tonight.
It's
going to be a business.
I'm
game.
never
It's
a
business
guy that thinks the Lions like I like notorious for like never picking the
shitting
Lions.
on the Lions. You're a notorious hater of the Lions.
Yeah,
And then you're sitting there wearing your Lions.
I'm a
hat.
habitual Lions hater.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm on board now.
brother has
He's-
pushed his chips all the way into the center.
Well, I like to see. I don't want to go that far, but I am finding myself to start to root for this team now a little bit because I like the things that they're doing. I like Brian Branch. I like Gibbs. I like Sewell. I like their old line. I like Hutchinson. I like their D line. I like Campbell. You know, I like a lot of the stuff they got going on. I'm starting to kind of like Dan Campbell a little bit. Maybe. I
what
don't
about
know.
if he goes for it on fourth down 5 times this weekend?
Well, he better get it 5 times. One time he doesn't, I'm going to shit all over him, brother.
This is the worst. This is the worst. You are the worst. I hate looking at your face. I want to smash it.
I'm afraid that is exactly what's going to
But
happen.
I'm starting to find myself wanting to root for this team a little bit. So, and I'm actually picking them. I think they're going to kick Seattle's ass this weekend. I think they're going to beat Seattle by 2 scores.
Do you think the Lions even played close to their best game last week against
Oh
Kansas
God,
City?
no, brother! They
Lions still won.
That was one thing that we touched on last week was with the Chiefs podcast is they played not their best game and still won.
Yeah.
Now KC didn't play their best game either, and they were missing 2 of their 3 best players.
Chris Jones is playing this weekend. He
So,
signed, and then Kelsey I think is back too.
So they were missing 2 of their best players and didn't play their best game. And the Lions didn't play their best game. But they were missing some guys too, Mosley and Williams.
Yeah.
But they didn't play their best game and they won. So what scares me though, where I think Seattle has a shot, is it's kind of a widely discussed, widely known factoid that people like to throw out is the biggest growth comes between weeks 1 and 2 for teams.
Yeah.
So Seattle laid an egg last week.
Against the Rams.
And
Little boy blue.
you would think this week the biggest growth is going to come between week 1 and week 2. Seattle knows they cannot fall to 0-2. Lions, are kind of like we could afford to go 1-1. We beat KC. Obviously they don't want to, but I'm just saying the onus is more on. Well, not the onus, but
desperation.
the desperation factor is on Seattle. Like Seattle is playing for everything.
That's
here.
a valid point. I mean, you don't want to go down 0-2 in the season.
And
I mean,
Seattle is also coming in with a little bit of confidence, knowing that they put up 100 points on you last year.
I think the Lions are coming into this as taking revenge. I think the Lions are coming into this to say, "I'm taking what's ours, and that's just going to be the day."
Yeah, I see that too. That's
I
more
just
where
don't
I'm
see
leaning.
it. But I mean, I get your point and stuff, but it's like, I think the Lions' will is just that much bigger, stronger. The talent there is there. The ability is there. I just don't see Seattle. I mean, maybe they stick with this game close in the first half. Maybe
It is the NFL. Every game is almost a one-score game.
Maybe it's 17-14 at halftime, 17-13 at halftime, or something like that. I could see.
It is the NFL, so most games are always one-score games. I mean, look no further than Thursday night, where the Eagles were stomping out.
Dude,
the
I
Vikings.
turned that game off in the.
I turned it off
this is
too.
over.
I turned it off too, and then
And
I
I
looked the
felt
next morning, and Minnesota only
one-score
lost by
game.
1 score. And
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
there
what
it
the
is.
hell?
NFL's a one-score game. It always is a one-score game.
Yeah.
So, and Minnesota had no business even making that a one-score game.
No.
They were getting their ass kicked.
Yeah.
So, but I'm leaning with you in the fact that I think Detroit is looking at this as a revenge game, and I think they're going to kick Seattle's ass. But I'm just saying,
I know
that
exactly
from an
what you're
objective standpoint, don't be surprised if Seattle comes in desperation mode and shows a lot of.
You're wearing your blue face mask over here, ain't you? Tomorrow?
That's what I wanted to get into. I wanted to get into that too.
You frig. You got
Gardner
a blue
Johnson.
face mask and you're wearing that something.
Oh, I don't have a blue ski mask. No, but I do want to talk about the fans buying the blue face masks or
Can't
blue
find
ski
them.
masks.
Can't get them. Sold out.
So C.J. Gardner Johnson for the Lions was wearing a blue ski mask and said he wants to see Lions fans show up in blue ski masks.
Pat Caputo I was listening to my boy Caputo. The Lions.
Oh my God.
And he was saying that I don't know if that's such a good thing just in general for a team this early. This early.
Deborah, you got to admit, this was good.
It's week 2, and it's like we're all in on this already.
But it's not week 2.
But it is.
No, because Lions fans are looking at this as being halfway through last season when they were 1-6 and they went on an 8-2 run. So to Lions fans, this is like week 13. It seems like to them because they've been on this roller coaster since they started that win streak last year.
Not me.
Well, me neither. We're logical, sane people. We're not morons. Yeah. But typical Lions fan is looking at this as like
Caputo had a thing on that too with the people that are in the BR community, where it's like you say one negative thing about the Lions or one constructive thing, you hate your Darth Vader. You are the ruler of the galaxy, and I'm going to shit all over. I hate you. Like that's how it, and that's truly how it is. Like you cannot be objective towards the Lions whatsoever.
They're savage animals. They are people that are sick, really sick.
no.
And so you say this about the Lions, about the face mask thing. Maybe we should pump the brakes for
No,
a
I'm
few
all
weeks.
in. Wear your face masks.
Yeah.
I want to see
I do wanna
40,000
see that
blue
too.
ski masks. And then I'm listening to 97.9, listening to the Gator and all in Karsh and the Croc and the Idiot.
The Virgin Manatee?
Yeah. Talking about, I don't know if this is a good idea, it's just not a good look, Detroit has got this, stigma about crime
I knew
and
it was
everything.
gonna go there. I
and
knew
it's
it
just
was
like,
going there.
it's just kind of painting us out to look like we're a bunch of criminals and thugs, and it's like, that's the point. C.J. Gardner-Johnson said we're the villains.
We're
That's
the villains,
point.
yeah. That's
Like that's the whole point. We're the villains. So you're going to wear the blue ski mask. It's just an intimidation factor. Look at us. We're all the villains. We got our teams back. And then they're like, oh, maybe we should only wear them on third downs. And he's like,
What?
Seriously?
Maybe
I ain't taking this thing off, and it's going to be hotter than hell in there wearing this thing. I mean, that's going to be.
Gator was saying maybe it should just be a turnover thing, like a turnover chain. So you get a turnover and then you put your ski mask on. It's like, what the hell does the other team care if you turn the ball over and everybody puts a ski mask
Here's
on
the
for
other
15
thing is,
seconds?
why does anybody care what these people think?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just telling you how stupid they sound.
Wow. That's what the whole my point.
And people listen to this stuff on a daily basis.
And
I
people-
just listen for content to bring to the podcast.
All right.
So we can shit
This
on.
is the type.
But
of
I
stuff
like
that
the
grinds
idea.
me.
But I like the idea
So
of the
dumb.
blue ski mask. I think that's cool. If you had an entire, it's like the black hole for the Raiders, like where the whole
Yeah.
side of the end zone,
Yeah.
everybody's
I
wearing
get
Darth
it.
Vader
I
and
get it.
black stuff, and then you got the Lions, the whole side of the end zone, everybody's wearing blue ski masks. I think it'd be kind of cool. I think
It would be cool. I think you're going to see a lot of it. But
That's what
I
the
was,
Lions have been missing. Is like a
Identity?
fan cultural identity that the fans can like. Other than that stupid forward down the field, the most lame ass stupid fight song that is written by a third grader that shouldn't even be around anymore.
Tell us how you really feel, brother.
It's stupid. Am I wrong?
No,
Tell
I
me
hate
when
it.
I'm telling lies, brother.
I don't like it either. I do not like it.
Did you want to get into how we hate the Lions colors?
Oh, God, help us!
Dude, if you really want me to be a true Lions slap,
Rebrand the entire team, brother.
pretty
says.
much. I mean, I hate the Honolulu blue color. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of the lion logo with the way it is either. I like the old creeping lion logo.
I
And
don't
like the old
I don't
blue.
like the two bars going through it though.
You could lose the 2 bars, but the old creeping lion logo, silver with a blue outline, I think would be a hell of a lot slicker.
I saw an awesome, it was like an Instagram short or a TikTok something where this girl, she was like a graphic designer, she took the letters, Lions, Lions, and she used the letters
make a
artistically
lion?
to make a lion.
I've seen that
And it
before.
looked awesome, and it was a cool logo.
Don't you be a meanie. Thought you wanted me to go. Why you trying to keep me teeny now? Now they need me.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, dude, like, something like that.
Yeah.
Something, it
Yeah.
was simple, it was cool, it looked awesome.
The Lions are so traditional, though, dude. I just don't see the Lions ever changing anything. because they're
Well, the
so
Honolulu
afraid
blue,
of change.
the Honolulu blue thing will never leave because I think that's a Ford thing. It's like the Ford blue color, like the Ford logo is blue like this.
I don't know if it's Honolulu blue, is it?
It's pretty similar, I would say.
all
So I don't
right.
think that'll ever change.
I'm not a fan of
The
it.
logo has changed over the years. It was just the silhouette of the lion, but now they've added like some little markings in there to make it look a little more 3D like. So I like the logo a little better than it used to, but I still hate I hate the home uniforms. The all whites look good. The road uniforms, the all whites, those look good. Those are sharp.
I agree with
Or
that.
the white jersey with the blue pants. But brother and I have talked about this our whole lives. How one of the reasons why we've been notorious haters of the Lions is we just hate their branding, hate their logo, hate their colors.
What a thing.
Really hate their fans.
I'm not gonna argue. Stop you when you're telling lies. You're not. I ain't stopping you.
So brother, let's get final predictions for the game. Okay, you said Lions were favored by 4.5.
Yeah, and it's a 47 over under.
I am going to take Lions to cover that 4.5 because I think they win by 2 scores. I'm going to say Lions win 31.
47, yeah.
I'm going to say Lions win 31-17.
With the 48, so you're saying over?
Yeah,
All right.
over, and they cover the 4.5.
31-17.
Yeah. So that's a 14-point win.
I find Seattle.
Or 17 points.
I think Seattle's going to kick a lot of field goals in this game. I think they're going to be set up to kick a lot of field goals. So maybe they might score 16 points, touchdown, and maybe 3 field goals. That's all they're going to get, maybe. And the Lions, I think, can probably score in the 30s. I'm not far off from you.
What did I say, 31-17?
Yeah, I say 34-16. So I'm saying 50 points. I'm saying over 2.
Okay. Stars of the game, I think Sam Laporta scores 2 touchdowns.
Ooh, I ain't going to do that. I'm going to say Jahmyr Gibbs gets in. I'm going to say Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be utilized a little bit more in this game. From the passing perspective, I don't really want to see Jahmyr Gibbs run the ball. Like, only in certain situations.
You're the one then, because I want to see him run the ball.
No, I don't want to see him get handed the ball off and run up the middle. I don't want to see him get killed.
I just want to see him do whatever he was doing last week.
But I want to see him catch the ball in space.
Yeah,
and
screens.
Do things.
Yeah,
like
slot plays,
that's what I want to see him do. And I think Goff is, he's got to have a good game. Goff has got to have a really nice game where he throws for, 250 minimum, no interceptions, and he throws for a couple touchdowns.
I had seen a stat that he's one of like 4 quarterbacks ever that have went 10 consecutive starts without throwing an interception or something like that.
Right.
Which is insane to me. Jared Goff?
Yeah, Jared Goff.
Does he throw one this game?
No, I don't
Seattle
think
has a good secondary.
They do have a good secondary. Maybe. I mean, it could be a tip ball at the line and somebody picks it off. It really wouldn't be his fault. But on the defensive side of the ball, I think Hutchinson's going to be.
Yeah, I was going to say, the stars of the game I had for me on offense going to be Laporta. I think Laporta, I think they utilize him more.
My guy is Gibbs on the offense.
I think Laporta gets a couple touchdowns, and I think Hutch.
Defensively?
I think Hutch defensively goes on a tear. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets 2 sacks, 3 sacks.
Me too. I
He'll have a huge game. Because the way he played last week, I mean...
if he played against anybody else, he's having like 4 or 5 sacks.
Yeah, Mahomes was dancing around back there, and he was held on a lot of plays. So he'll either draw a ton of holding calls this week.
Yeah, because it's a home game. The officiating is going to be different.
It's going to be loud, brother.
It's going to be loud. The officiating is going to be much more in favor of the Lions.
Do you think the fans make any impact on this game?
Oh, I bet you there's false starts, and I bet you there's delay of games.
What do you think of Lions fans? How do you think they show up this game?
Like with their hair on fire.
They're savage animals. They are people that are sick, really sick.
I think Lions fans are going to be absolutely nuts.
Is this the biggest ticket to a Lions game in how long?
Dude, I was listening to people on the way home from...
The average price is like $350.
I 97.9, I heard people saying, I wouldn't sell them for $2,000.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. That's what I heard. That people were calling in and saying, I wouldn't take $2,500.
If I bought season tickets for $2,000 and the price of my ticket was $150 and I had 2 of them and I could sell them both for like $3,000 and you don't do it, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Because you just made up the entire cost of your season tickets.
And then like next year's and next year's.
Yeah. Just to see them play Seattle?
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, the atmosphere is going to be crazy. It's going to be electric. It's going to be a lot of fun. But like, I know the Capitalists side of me is like, I'm going to make $1 off of this, and I can sit here and go to the bathroom anytime I want.
Yeah. And you got season tickets. You're going to be here for 7 more of these.
Yeah, I know.
Against Atlanta next weekend.
Yeah, and maybe I sell that one.
Yeah, I would. I would probably sell all of them all season long until there was a team that came to town like Minnesota or Chicago or a team that I wanted to see.
Thanksgiving, you watch Green Bay.
No, no, hell no, brother. Green Bay. Yeah, I saw that one for $5,000.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, especially if they're like 6-1 at that
Yeah,
time.
Thanksgiving Day, I saw that one for $10,000. Especially if maybe they're undefeated at that point.
Yeah, that's smart, brother.
That's a good investment.
You know, maybe that's what we should do.
Buy Lions season tickets and then just hawk them all off.
We buy Lions season tickets next year. We split the cost.
Brother, I would never give that team a dime of my money.
Well, you just look at the money that we're just going to be making off
I know,
of it.
but it ain't worth it. Because the Lions would find some way to F us.
Speak the king's English. They don't belong to...
Like they always have. Wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would.
They'd start losing. They'd go on a losing streak.
Yeah, they would F the Goof deal up, and he would either get hurt. They'd sign him for a 5-year deal. He'd get hurt, and then they're baked, and then we're screwed. And they start losing, and then they draft some shitty quarterback in the first overall pick.
Drake
and
May.
Yeah, and he sucks.
Ryan Leonard from Duke.
We get back into Joey Harrington, Matt Stafford cycle again.
Yeah. All right, brother. I think we gave a pretty good analysis there on the game. We got our predictions in. We'll see how.
I don't know how that was, but that was just all over the place, brother.
We'll see how the game plays out. Do a post game on it.
Just glad football's back. Glad Lions. Glad we're talking Lions. The Lions.
Till next week. Smith Boys.
Out. See you.
Some athletes like Kareem Abdul and